Henry Briance, hello. You are managing director of Certares. Certares is an investment fund, and associating an investment fund with an event like a welfare travel is not very obvious for the general public. So my first question is quite simple. Why are you here?
Thank you. Thanks for having me. So I think that's a relatively easy answer. So we at Certares are an investment fund that is focused exclusively in the travel and tourism industry. And unusually for private equity, we tend to have a very long-term focus. So this is an important subject for the industry that we spend all our time in. And so we're very happy to be here, meeting with everyone, hearing their opinions. And it's an important topic that we have to pay attention to.
Okay, as you said, Certares is a shareholder in a number of companies in the tourism industry. Is sustainability a criteria for investment decisions? In other words, is sustainability profitable, or should it be?
So I think maybe a slightly flippant answer is the opposite of sustainability would be unsustainability, and if something's not sustainable, it can't be profitable for us. And I think the flip side of that is, for sustainability to be sustainable, it also has to be profitable, because if it is not profitable, then it won't be funded and it won't last. So there is no necessary tension between sustainability and profitability, especially if you take a long-term focus where the themes of sustainability that we're talking about, from my perspective, we shouldn't think of sustainable travel as a subset sector of travel as a whole in the way that organic food is a subset of all food. From our perspective, everything that we do has to have an attention to long-term focus, and sustainability is part of that.
Okay, Henry, I would like to take advantage of the fact that you are in front of me to ask you a question about what's happening in that peculiar period. We know from yesterday that CWT was going to be recapitalized and change its majority shareholder. A few months ago, Amex GBT bought Agencia. So what do you think about these consolidation movements that are currently shaking up the business travel market?
So it's clear that COVID has been difficult for the whole sector and for business travel in particular, and that's manifested itself across the board. So to CWT specifically, they went into the crisis with a significant amount of debt, and they have gone through several rounds of small restructurings and negotiations with their lenders over the last year and a half. And from what we can tell, and you may know more than we do, since they have, for obvious reasons, kept us away from the discussion, they reached a bigger and hopefully for them final deal around fixing their balance sheet and setting themselves up to have a more manageable debt load going forward. That looks like it would position Carlson Wagonlit to just continue as an independent. But as you noted, Amex GBT went into the crisis in a very strong financial position, and so we've taken advantage of the moment to make some strategic moves to consolidate the industry and add some strengths and capabilities to hopefully emerge from COVID, which will happen eventually, as a stronger platform with a position in some areas that before COVID were gaps in our portfolio.
Okay, thank you for your analysis and thank you for your time.
Pleasure. Good to meet you.